What it do, people? It's here with the streets here with another video. I'm trying a new angle. Please let me know how you feel. But yeah, I saw the rules for the Jujutsu Kaisen 149, and boy, it is a mad chapter. Now, I already put some tweets out this morning, funny enough, and I literally saw this rules this morning as well, so I didn't have time to put stuff into TikTok, because when I went to just read manga as I usually do other stuff, and then went on my website, I saw that it was out. So yeah, let me read the translated version and get into it. Yeah, this is going to be Jujutsu Kaisen Chapter 149, Perfect Preparation. So yeah, let's begin. You cut the blade and judged that our distance shortened, but you stepped in too deep. That's why you're a failure. That's probably OG just talking to them. He said, I'm a Jujutsu sorcerer, not a swordsman. A failure like you tried to assess me using your standards? How utterly ridiculous. Okay, so it looks like really and truly from the way he's talking, he did not decide to get it in early so he can control the narrative. He just doesn't like his kids. So he continues to say that I'll tell you again and again, I couldn't become the head of the clan. His older brother's cast technique was recently developed, and whether it was coincidence or not, that wasn't a point of contention. And he never even lagged behind his brother as a sorcerer, except for one thing: my children's capabilities. And children should never stand in the way of their parents. Interesting. And I think this is Maya talking. Yeah, Maya's like, don't you understand? Dragging each other down is regarded as a virtue in this country. Okay. So OG dashes them into a room, and it says this room is used for punishment and training. And there's just a bunch of grade 2 and lower level curses just in there. They're usually afraid of OG, but once he leaves, they'll come out and try eat them. Cool. This is a bit of a mad room to... It's a bad fate to leave them to, but we'll see how that goes, innit? So now he's pretty much rambling to himself saying, okay, cool, Maki got heavily restriction and she's physically gifted. But it doesn't mean anything, because sorcerers fight with a trained body that is enhanced with cursed energy, which is true. I mean, we've seen Yuto Okotsu fight. He boosts his power, his body, with the cursed energy, and so he can do what he do. So any sorcerer has Maki's power. Cool. So he leaves and he's like, farewell to the stain of my life. Boy, I was wrong, but yeah. It's funny because all these curses are just pretty much just talking and just chatting crap. And my holds Maki is like, okay, tough as always, her heart's still beating. And goes to pretty much give her CPR or kiss her. And she's like, oh, this is the worst. And then suddenly Maki wakes up on a beach. And my sitting next to her is just like, yo, you get the general gist of my cast technique, but she says she can't make large or complex things. She also has the wound from when OG cut her, and if she creates this, then she's gonna die. And Mai obviously seems quite resolved in this. It's just like, yeah, okay, cool, I'll see you. I'm on my own. Sorry, you're on your own for now. And just walks off into like the sea. Maki's like, wait, what's going on? What do you mean? Like, come back here. And Mai's like, she had figured it out quite a long time ago, and the reason why twins are a bad omen for sorcerers. And the common concept for sorcerers is this: to gain something, you have to sacrifice something. And it's not necessarily limited to a binding vow. It's the same principle as getting stronger through painful experiences, but that's not the case for twins, because monozygotic twins are considered one individual in the Jujutsu world. So Maki is Mai and Mai is Maki. Now, even if Maki gave her absolute best to become stronger, it's useless, because Mai says that she never had the intention to become stronger. So they pretty much cancelled each other out and just stayed in the middle. And so Mai says that she can use a curse technique, but she can't, so there's no point. That means as long as Mai's around, Maki will always be half-assed. Maki's like, alright, cool, whatever, I'll like come back. And Mai says, I'll leave you with this. Goes to hand her something and then says, abandon everything else. Mai also says that she'll take everything with her, including the cursed energy. But promise me just one thing: please destroy everything. Now, if she's taking cursed energy with her, does that mean wait. And then, wait. And so, like, and I mean everything, big sis. And it's like them as kids doing that. So yeah, it's Karen's. Mai's dead. And Maki wakes up, sees Mai absolute, she's dead. And Maki's crying, and then the Kaiser comes to eat her. And then Oji's like, oh, what's going on? He catches wind or something changed, and then like there's wind coming out of the room that he left him in. And he sees that the curses have vanished and he's wondering what's going on. Sorry, I had to make sure my laptop from work did not lock, but yeah. Anyway, he notices that the curses have vanished, and OG says that he still remembers the feeling of fear that he tried to forget. And then they show Maki to the right, and they show Toji Zenin to the left. Is Maki at that level now because Mai took all the cursed energy? I have no idea, but honestly, I have a feeling that is the case. So now, OG looks scared. If you see this guy, his eyes are always black, but boy, this is quite the sight. And now he releases his curse technique, Strong Flame. I mean, I don't think it's... This is going to be interesting. And now he says, okay, cool, I shall once again burn you to the core. Come, you fate Ra. Even just as he finished that, Maki just cut his head clean off. And that's the end of him. It wasn't even a fight. And now they show like seagulls flying. And Maki's like, let's start. I might even have to... Okay, so Maki is Toji's enemy level from the looks of it. Like, that panel is symbolic as far as I'm concerned, because they can't just drop this image here of Maki to the right, Toji to the left, and make everyone think, now you know what, they're not the same level. That's the only way it's gonna go. But I'm gonna put more in the review on TikTok. So yeah, watch this space, well, watch that space, and yeah, I'll catch you all later.